I feel like this camera is out to hurt my feelings today. Like, I do not know why it is being so ruthless to my skin tone. Like, don't get me wrong, I haven't spray tan this week, so I know I'm ultra white, but like this camera is just not helping. Like, I feel like pretty soon y'all are gonna be able to see straight through me. Like, it's really good. It's really coming for me today, but hopefully you guys can forgive that. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I am so glad to have you. My name is Kat and I am a flight attendant with a major US airline. And in today's video, we're gonna be doing a little deep dive, a little catching up, a little one-on-one, you and me, because we haven't gotten to talk in a bit. Like, it's been a minute since we've just got to sit down, have a little chitty chat, talk about, you know, some of the stuff personally that's going on, some of the stuff that's going to be happening. We're gonna be covering it all. So let's go ahead and first address what is up with the big boxy elephant in the room. There are so many boxes over here, and no, these are not moving boxes, although we will be talking about moving in this video. These are actually cosmetics boxes. So Chip and I just got back in town yesterday, and on the way home, I got a notification that a bunch of cosmetics were delivered at the door. So we were trying to rush here, get the stuff inside, because like I did tell you, we are gonna be doing a few cosmetic launches. I'm assuming 2, but we got some different cosmetics coming out, and these are some of the products. I still have to do quality checks. We still got to get pictures up on the website, do inventory, all that stuff. So there's still a little bit. I don't want to spill the beans too much, but I'm sorry to ruin the backdrop, but that's what a lot of this stuff over here is. But anyways, moving on. Like I said, Chip and I just got back in town yesterday, so we actually decided very spontaneously, very last minute, to take a trip for my birthday. So my birthday was this past Thursday on July 28th, Leo season. But we decided to go to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. I had never been before, and it was gorgeous. We found this cabin on Airbnb, and it was so stunning. It was remote. It was just absolutely beautiful. The inside was so like romantic, log cabin-esque, and then when you went outside, there was this stunning hot tub, the most amazing view. It was just perfect. It was an absolutely perfect little getaway. I tried to work as less as possible. It wasn't completely possible to just like not work at all, but I did try to minimize what I was doing because it's been crazy, y'all. Like, summer flying is in full effect. So summer flying is like peak flying season. There is so much flying happening. All of the planes are so busy. I'm flying like well more than I've ever flown. Like, I think this month I flew like close to 90 hours, which it was international. So I do feel like I need to say that because international, you get hours a lot shorter. So you're flying less days, more hours. So it's a little bit easier to fly high time when you're doing international, but regardless, I'm usually a low time flyer. I'm like a 40 to 60 hour flyer in the month, which these are flight hours, like in-flight hours. So they do work a little bit differently from like your 9 to 5 job. But regardless, it's been crazy. I've been working a ton. You guys might even notice that the videos have been a little bit slower. I've been trying to get things like going, but like I have to do a trip and then I get back, I've got videos to edit, I gotta get a video up, and then I'm right back on the next trip. So it has been so busy, and like, you know, I'm blessed to say it's been busy. I don't want to complain on this one, but it has been very, very busy. I have so much content coming for you guys. I'm actually leaving for South Korea tomorrow. I'm going to Incheon, South Korea. I'm so excited. I'm gonna come back, have 3 days, and then I'm going out to London again, or I might try to switch. I have it on the trade board to switch London out for a different international, but leaving town and getting away for a little bit was so nice, which I actually got to take my new base luggage with me. Oh my God, you guys, I do want to go ahead and thank them for sponsoring today's video. I am so excited. I haven't been this excited in a minute. I was always that person that when I did like leisure travel, I would just take my work bags. I'm like, why wouldn't I just take my work luggage? I know it fits on the plane, it does the job it needs to do, but no, you guys, this is something different. This is something special. So their luggage, not only is it absolutely gorgeous, I ordered mine in a nude, and mine is the carry-on as well as the weekender bag. It is so gorgeous. The material is expensive. It looks really nice, but the real money is on the inside of the bag. The real money on both of them. You can fit so much stuff inside that it is ridiculous. Like, it makes my work luggage look sad. And I'm so sorry to say that, but I've gotta say it. It's like being Mary Poppins with the amount of stuff that you can pack in both of these bags. There's so many different pockets that you can put stuff in, so much storage, so much organization, and so much room. Plus they have some really, really awesome features, like the handle itself. It has like a cushion that's so soft and just feels really, really good on your hand. And not only that, but it also has 3 360 spinning wheels. So it is so nice to travel around with. You can put the weekender bag right on top and just walk around with it, and it's so nice. But speaking of the weekender bag, that thing is massive. Like, y'all don't want to be deceived because there is so much storage in there. Again, so many pockets. It also has an underneath where I stored the dog stuff, but you can store like your shoes in there, put a few deodorizers, put your like clothes and stuff on top. It really does work as a weekender bag. You could really go on a weekend trip and just take that bag. But not only that, but Base Travel is also giving 15% off to my subscribers on their first purchase when you go to basetravel.com/Kat Nesbitt, and that is base, B-E-I-S, travel.com/Kat Nesbitt. So once again, thank you to Base for sponsoring today's video. You guys are awesome. Your luggage is awesome. It is absolutely beautiful. But let's go ahead and switch gears and move into a little health update, because the last time I did a sit down video with you guys, I think it was actually when I did the video saying that I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, which was suspected to be seronegative rheumatoid arthritis. So a little update that's kind of been going on is, like, I left you all with a lot of questions because I had a lot of questions, and to be honest, there's still a lot of questions. Basically, I had been having quite a few flare-ups, especially in the winter months, and even up to like a couple months ago, I got COVID for 2 weeks, which I didn't even know I had COVID at first. I knew I was sick and I stayed home because I was sick. I thought it was a cold because I tested negative, and it wasn't until basically into the second week that I finally tested positive. I think I was sick for a total of like 12 days because I am immunocompromised due to the methotrexate and everything I was on. So while I was sick, I had to get off the methotrexate. I had to get on Paxlovid to try and help like ease out of the symptoms and really just heal faster, which in turn caused problems with my RA. Because I had to get off the methotrexate, that ended up giving me quite a big flare up. My wrist completely swelled. I lost movement again. It couldn't go backwards. It couldn't go forwards. I started getting swelling in my ankles and some of my joints, I think like one of my feet. So when I went to go see my rheumatologist again, I was having like an active arthritis flare up. So we kind of decided that even before all of this happened, the methotrexate on its own was not fully doing the job I needed it to do. So we were trying to get onto a biologic. Now, for those of you who don't know a lot, I don't even know a lot. Apparently, these in combination usually are treated together to try to work with your arthritis and get it in check. Well, as of only a couple days ago, the biologic I tried to get on, I was actually denied. So I'm not sure what's going to be going on with that. I have to see next time I talk to my rheumatologist and go in for a visit, which I tend to go every month and a half to every 2 months, do blood work, all that stuff to make sure that methotrexate isn't causing like liver failure or any like crazy stuff. So this process has been wild, but I will say on the last visit I did get a steroid injection in my wrist, which my rheumatologist told me like you can't really rely on stuff like that because it's not good on your joints to be doing shots like that all the time. But it also wasn't good to be having like active arthritis in my wrist, especially where it couldn't move. So ever since we did that, it feels like a brand new wrist. Like it worked even better than the first time, like months and months and months ago that I had to do a steroid injection. Like this time it really feels like a normal wrist. It feels like nothing's wrong, which is like wild. And I'm hoping to just ride this wave out as long as possible. For all of you who have like autoimmune diseases, I'm sure you definitely understand there are highs and there are lows. I'm glad to report things have been good. But that also leads me to say, your girl gained a little bit of weight. A little bit more than I'm used to gaining. You guys know, if y'all have been with me from the beginning, that I've always been into not always, but I've been into bodybuilding since college. And you know, I really prided myself on like my muscle mass. I like had all these gains. I worked really hard. I'm a little gym rat, and I would like track all my food and did if it fits your macros and a bunch of stuff. And you know, since the beginning of all of this and not knowing that I had an autoimmune and not knowing what was wrong with my body and what was going on, definitely my body has changed. Things are different. You know, I'm appreciating where I'm at. It's not ideally where I'd like to be, but you know, with things feeling good, it's making me a little bit a little bit eager, a little bit ready to get back into the gym again, get back into the swing of things and like kind of do that stuff again, especially while things are feeling good. So fingers crossed for me. I'm probably gonna start getting back in the swing of things with you guys. If y'all are interested, let me know. I'll take you along with me through the journey. I'll show you what's going on for better or for worse. I'll show you kind of like where we're at right now, but I'd like to get back to where I was before my body kind of stopped liking me really. But next topic, what do I want to do? I made a list. I know this is real silly, but I made a list down here because like we haven't talked in a while. We haven't gone to chitty chat, so I want to catch y'all up. I want to catch y'all up on everything while we're sitting here. So next topic, expanding our family. You guys, I was gonna tell y'all because I was really excited. I know back when we got the other dogs, I think I talked briefly on it that we wanted to get a pit bull in the mix when the time was right and we wanted to add more dogs. I know some of you probably were thinking that we were doing kids, which again, I can't have children on methotrexate. I don't really want children. So it's not really the thing that we were going with. So I'm sorry if any of y'all got y'all's hopes up. I've tried to say it 1,000,001 times. I don't want kids, but yeah, so expanding our family, we went to go look at a pit bull. We've been looking at a bunch. We've been to so many different shelters, just trying to find the right dog for us, one that gets along with Smokey and Bandit that we already have. So we've been looking and, you know, we really thought that we found one. We took the dogs to go try to see how they were gonna do together. Our dogs are very, very mellow. They don't snap, they won't bite back, they won't do anything. They just kind of run away or have no interest in another dog. So, you know, we had at the shelter, there was like a police officer that actually was with the other dog. We were doing like the meet and greet the right way with a fence in between. Then we kind of shortened it. And then like, we did it really, really safely. And I encourage you, if you're gonna introduce dogs together, do it smart, do it safe. So we went by the book, but unfortunately it was not a good fit. So we're gonna continue looking. You know, I think the right dog is out there. This just wasn't it for us, but we are wanting to expand our family. We're wanting to add more dogs into the mix. So that's kind of the plan right now, but we gotta do it smart, we gotta do it safe, and we gotta make sure that everybody involved is gonna be in a good environment, because I would never, ever, ever wanna adopt a dog and then have to take the dog back. Like that would be absolute worst case scenario. So that's kind of what happened, but I did wanna give you the heads up that pretty soon, sometime, hopefully, there'll be a new dog here to introduce you guys to. All right, next thing, moving. I think this is the last thing. Is this the last thing? Yeah, okay, I think this is the last thing. So while we were on this trip, you know, Chip and I kind of got to talking about moving. You know, we already had been talking. I know when we moved into this house here, which is gorgeous and we love it, it was never meant to be a long-term thing for us. We even told you guys, like, this is gonna actually turn into a rental for us. It was like an investment property for us that we want to turn into a rental. It is a little bit small for us. We did downsize just a little bit when we moved in here, and I think we're really feeling it. We're feeling the downsize more and more and more, and I think, you know, we're slowly starting to see the housing market is going to flip or is starting to flip. So I think like maybe in the next year or so, we're wanting to move, which opened the door to, do we want to stay in Texas? You guys, I've been having some issues with Texas, but it's not just Texas. I've been having some issues with a lot of the states here and a lot of the stuff going on that I don't agree with, I don't like, and it's starting to get a little scary without getting too political, because this is not a political commentary channel, but you know, it's a little scary when like human rights are slowly being taken away and you're seeing the wheels spin and you're seeing that we're at the beginning of possibly a real downturn, and that's frightening. And that's not just Texas. I don't want to single Texas out, but to say Texas isn't a big part of that, it definitely is. So that's one reason, but also I've got little ants in my pants. Me and Chip, I think both do. Like we're used to like moving around quite a bit, and especially like in the 5 years that we've been married, I think we've moved a ridiculous number of times. Like I would say maybe like 7 or 8 times in 5 years, something crazy. Yeah, so I think we're getting a little antsy and we're not sure if we want to stay in Texas or if we want to move somewhere else and I go to a different base, even possibly with the company. I don't really want to commute, so that kind of like narrows the selection down. I mean, I guess commuting could be a possibility, but like I really just don't want to. It's a second job. It's really, really hard to commute. That's kind of like what we're going back and forth with. There's a lot of this that's back and forth that I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So y'all will have to stay tuned for that. But I definitely think maybe probably within like the next year or so, we're gonna be looking at moving. So Y'all drop me y'all's ideas of where y'all think. But anyways, I think that was everything, at least in this video, that I wanted to cover. I wanted to talk to y'all about. If y'all like these sit down videos, let me know, because as stuff changes, as stuff progresses, I can do more of these, or let me know what you think. Because to me, it's kind of like friend talking to friend. It's more like one-on-one, more personal for me at least. But let me know what y'all think. If y'all haven't already, go check out my recent vlogs. And if you did enjoy this, go and give it a big old thumbs up. Press the subscribe button. And I will see you guys tomorrow when we go to South Korea.